Welcome everybody to another day of SLE. It's Wednesday. We're in a regular week now, so we're getting games throughout the week, which is lovely. So we get some more leagues spread out through the entire week. I am here joined by the lovely Dina as we got a banger game tonight. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I'm looking forward to the games.
So you were just saying that you were trying to get the teams to learn them a bit better because you don't know the rosters just yet. Do you know who's playing then? I just said it earlier.
Yes. Now the thing is, I said Vitagen Diamond over Vitagen Pearl because they get fucking Bubble Bonk, and this is such a nice name. So
Yeah,
I have to love this guy, and I cheer for him.
he got instant fans when he joined the league. Everybody was instantly replying, "We love that name." The bonk is in here, but yeah, is he playing? You're in that chat. I can't see actually. Maybe we can check the roster lock-in because I think that this weekend they had subbed him out, but
You can see roster lock-ins.
yeah, I can't see roster. Yeah, no, he's in. He's playing. So it's the main lineup.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe he's a friend of Shipex, the ADC on Vitagen Diamond, who is a good friend of Jesse. They got Jonathan Isaac and an SLE veteran. Everybody knows him, I think. And Benjamin in the top lane, who is, I think, related to Shipex. Was it his brother or something? I heard somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe someone.
Oh, we got so many related people in this league.
Yeah. I guess it's
Holy.
like because they have Shipex, who was a master. They needed somebody to compensate in terms of elo with the new rule, right? So Benjamin, the probably the lowest elo player in this game, because Riggs is also rather low, but not that low. They also needed to compensate for JL and Ruzu, who are the higher elo players on the opposite side on Gucci Yin. Yeah, I'm excited to see Benjamin hold his own against Ruzu, because when I've been talking about this team in other streams, I've been mentioning that I think that might be a weakness, but I'm excited to see if he can hold his own, because I think the day is very telling if this team could go very far or not. Because I think if Benjamin can hold his own, then I think Shipex can just dominate the Rift. Because when I look at the match results from their past games, they looked really dominant from bot lane. But yeah, on the opposite side, they got Yin here. We got Sanex joined Gucci with Riggs, with two champions from the last split, JL and Kim Jensen, who's in the top lane. And we're already instantly going into draft. Any champions you particularly want to see, Lena?
Like I said before, I'm always looking forward to see non meta picks because I'm annoyed of Asia, I'm annoyed of Karma or of the fucking dragon. Also Varus, I want to see special stuff. Also no Aatrox.
What qualifies as special? Just anything that hasn't been big before?
Not even that. Just not all the broken OP stuff. Like I'm so annoyed of Karma, I don't want to see that shit ever again. So
It's open right now. I think it
uh,
might be a V1 pick, but I don't know if they're gonna opt into it. They have banned Smolder and Varus, which you don't want to see anyways. I'm a bit shocked that they banned Zeri on Yinsa. I don't think I've seen that ADC a lot lately. I think it's a little bit weaker than usual. And yeah, what do you think about this hover?
like I'm tearing apart. I have no clue. Or can right, please nerf Karma. It's so annoying. Like you have to imagine in every single game I play I ban her, then I play Aram and I get a Karma in the enemy team. I can't avoid this champion.
It's
I'm
ARAM.
chased.
Your LP is not actually on the line,
But
contrary
I
to what
played a
everyone thinks.
Kali and she was Wing me and that's so unfair.
Oh right, they give vision then, right?
Yes.
Spotted in your shroud. Yeah, well,
That's not nice at
it's
all.
actually a really good lane for her. I think there was actually one of the matchups that Yin had to face with, and they lane swapped out of it because they had the Galleon themselves against the Karma. And two more popular champions locked here for Vitagen Diamond, Kaisa and the Bear, who got recently buffed. Kaisa apparently quite popular for some of the ADCs. I've been reading in chats. I think Chipex has also played it already to great success. What do you make of that? Are these exciting for you? I don't know if you like these champions.
Okay, I basically hate every champion. I also hate League. I think it's okay. Also, I think we got a nice bot lane matchup, so it's okay if they picked strong champions,
Wait,
then
you
they
are
can
excited
battle and
about
fight a
this
lot.
bot lane matchup?
I mean, people said that Sanix was a good AD carry, right? And you said that Chipix is a good AD carry, so they're both ending on X. But yeah, not Kaiser versus Xayah. That's not exciting.
Ah, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Players,
The players, yeah, I agree, because I think Xayah and Kaisa was like an old meta back in the day of Worlds, where both champions were kind of strong, and they have ways to play against each other, but it's like whoever executes it a little bit better will win that matchup. But Xayah typically the answer to the Kaisa, because Kaisa typically paired with like all-in, right? And Xayah is good against that, so that's going to be their choices there. And yeah, the bear probably go on top when they show Wukong, but I guess Wukong's also an option. In
Like,
your
didn't he get buffed?
analyst expertise, who's going where?
Like, if you tell me, like, today was patch day, right? And people told me that
Yes.
Wukong is getting a top lane buff, so it could be Wukong top lane.
Oh, did they? I haven't read the patch yet. What did they change?
I have no clue. I just listened to people, so
Yeah, we are very well prepared here.
sure. But again, like, Volibear strong, Aatrox strong, it's all these typical picks. Okay, but we still got chances, okay? I believe.
You believe, yeah.
I believe.
Next up, I think Jarvan got a buff. I don't remember seeing it in patch, but I remember people mentioning it, so it's going to be taken away. The Nautilus pairing taken away on the side from Yin. I think that's the classic combo. Like, Kai'Sa Nautilus is just so strong. You have like 2 points in your of CC that work towards these Kai'Sa passive procs, and they deal so much damage. And yeah, Xayah without ult early is still a bit scary to get hooked. They could. Do you think that they might put the Karma in support? Would that excite you if they put it in support, so it's not mid lane?
It would make me really happy, because then I don't have to watch her mid lane.
Yeah, she can be a bit boring, I guess. Cause
It's so boring. She presses E, she walks towards you, she might press W, maybe not, then she presses the alt button and Qs you. And it's just... You can't outright her. She just press alt W and you can't... I can't, for real. But I mean, you know, it's okay. I can just ban her and be happy forever. Like, I rather play versus fucking assassins than Karma mid, so...
Yeah. Next up, locking in the Rakan. I kind of like it. Denying it from Zyrakan, I think that's always a pretty good pairing. It's especially really safe for the Rakan. He gets an extra dash range. And they're going to lock themselves in the well. I still don't quite know where all the champions on Yin are going.
Me neither.
Rel can go jungle, Karma can go support. I don't know yet, so I hope they know.
Yeah, let's pray for Rel jungle. I really like Rel jungle.
You don't like its support? I think it has quite some potential support as well.
Yeah, but I like it jungle. Also, you know, the Karma's...
Fair enough, you like each other.
You know, Karma's on the Talia's mid, and I really like Talia, so I'm excited to see this one.
Okay. Is it could be Talia jungle, Rel support, Karma mid?
Ah, like, that would kill me, I tell you. Like, I mean... I can't complain then, right? That's just giga smart.
Yeah. I don't know if it's worth it though. They're probably just gonna see what they have to lane up against. But what do you think is best right now in the mid lane? Even though you don't like the Karma, if you have to be unbiased, what is the best for the mid lane here for Yin?
For Yin, I think Talia is also really strong. Like, I think from like win rates, she's also with Karma on top. I forgot about the other champs, probably some assassins, but you know.
I'm pretty sure that the Aatrox will go top there. I think Ruzu likes that champion a lot. I think Kim Jensen. I think he'll take the Karma, and I actually think that Talia might go into the jungle. Although I have no clue, man. Like, JL plays so much in the jungle, he could take so much there as well. I think it's pretty clear for Village and Diamond where everything is going, although they can flex Volibear. I think it's going jungle though. No, actually, no,
yeah.
It's going top, sorry.
Yeah, Volibear top, I think it will come top.
Okay, place your bet.
Wait, I'm placing my points.
Okay. I don't know how the betting works. I can't increase my coins, so that's why Twitch chat there's something else going on.
You can't increase your points? Like, you can't choose a, like...
I don't know.
But I
Maybe.
don't know on which team I would bet. Which team will win? What do you think? Which team is the better comp?
Yeah, I mean, you're the analyst, right? Like, you're the analyst this game. I'm gonna try to do my best play-by-play impression. So you make your case here. Who won draft?
Okay. Uh, I think they both have potential. I think Diamond is more like the casual draft that, you know, got like all the stuff you need. And Yin is a bit fancy, and we still have to figure out which champion goes where. But like from the structure, I like the Diamond team more. Also because I think that Aatrox has to snowball, and that's also always a risk, you know.
Yeah, I can see the argument, although I think Aatrox has always done fairly well as a weak side top laner. I think people leave him alone and he can kind of just do fine. He doesn't need to go into the lethality builds, he can just build it like a bruiser. And I think he can do quite some damage in these team fights, create space for the Xayah and the Talia to do a lot of damage. I kind of like Yin's comp here. I think with the fat Karma shields, they can kind of maneuver around it. It's for me, it's one of those drafts again that just kind of like signals whoever gets to get the pick first can kind of snowball on it, because the Rakan setting something up with Wukong and Kaisa can just get a lot of CC down and lock somebody down to instantly assassinate it. But the reverse is also true, right? Like, you got the Rel with a massive engage that you can bring down, Talia into the one-shot combo, and yeah, at the same time, if you fail the engage as Vitagen versus the Xayah, right? Like, she gets a good ultimate timer, calls the feathers back into it, it can kind of be turned around. So from that angle, I'm leaning towards Gucci Yin here because I think that their champions can answer Diamond quite well, but I think a lot of it's gonna come down to execution.
Yeah,
So
I feel like. Okay.
Who do you call? Like, if you have to make a choice, who do you go for?
Like stomach wise, I go for Diamond. I feel like as an AD carry, it might be really hard to play versus Wukong and also Volibear or Rakan, because they're just in your face, and once they're there, they won't go away anymore. And I think the Rel and Italia, and also the Karma, maybe they are able to peel, but it depends. If the Rel falls behind, then she's not really tanky and she'll just get killed. But if she's tanky and a nice front line, you know, then maybe it's playable.
As an ADC myself, I can tell you that the Rel will always be tanky. Like, as soon as she jumps, she gets a fat shield and a lot of resistances. It doesn't really matter. So
but I feel like
aftershock as well, like, it's just not killable, really.
When playing against Rel, she's just like a cute minion, you know. She walks around there. She's like, I don't know, level 4,
she doesn't
5,
damage.
6.
That's fair. That's fair.
And she's pretty cute. Her health bar is not that big.
She's cute. She's bad.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? She's a metal.
Sorry. It's just nice to one-shot Rels, you know, but...
Really? Oh, okay, I can't relate. As an ADC, I need 15,000 auto attacks to take that thing down.
Oh, dang it. But yeah, probably, like, always it depends.
Yeah, but okay,
like,
so
no?
you're gonna go with Vitagen then. I think you made a really nice argument there, though. Like, I think it's hard for the Xayah to play these team fights, because if one thing goes wrong, she will die. And it's so obnoxious, right? It's Wukong with double knockup, Volibear pressuring with his stun. There's gonna be the Chaos Storm for Victor around in the team fight. So I think it's much easier for Vitagen to maneuver these team fights. So I kind of want to agree with you that I do think that from drafts, I also would bet on Vitagen, but of course you still have to play it. So it's by no means like a guaranteed win here just from draft alone. But yeah, I guess we're both going with the sense of that Yin is fighting a little bit uphill.
Yeah, I also feel like you can punish Italia and Xayah way better than a Kaisa. I mean, Victor is just a poor immobile control mage, but he's still got the field and the Q shield speed and stuff like that.
Well, we don't know where all the champions are going yet, but
yeah, it's true.
Talia can be relatively safe, actually. I think the Talia pick is really big here, right? Like, those pebbles can stun the Wukong if he tries to go in. Same thing for Rakan.
Yeah, it depends how good you play it, because if you don't play good, he's just in your face either way, and you're dead. But yeah, that's true.
True. But also a little interaction. The Volibear, if he wants to Q, the last part I think of his Q is actually a dash. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought it was actually a dash. So if he does that while on pebbles, I'm not sure if he's getting stunned out of his Q that he wouldn't be able to proc it, or maybe he stunts but also gets stunned, which I guess would be fine for the Volibear because he's just
Yeah,
following
I
the
guess.
shield anyway. So
But yeah, probably just depending on how each team plays it out. Like if Talia gets Giga Fed, what will they do? If the Wukong gets Giga Fed, what will they do? So
yeah,
you
absolutely.
know, it's always like that.
Absolutely right. So that I'm excited to see these teams go up against each other. I think I'm excited about the ADCs especially because I think
Yeah.
both of them have made quite a name for themselves in the SLE already. Shipex I think might be. He didn't play last split, but I don't. I've only played last split myself. Do you actually know him from older splits, or you also?
Um, I don't think so, or
Uh,
not that I remember.
as far as I heard, he's a returning player. So he's pretty high elo in solo queue. A lot of people have high opinions on this guy, but at the same time, the same counts for Sanix. I think he had a rough, yeah, Yin had a rough Sunday to say. So they should definitely look to bounce back here. They're also unlucky in the draw because they are currently 2-2 and they drew a 3-1 team. So technically, like just a bit
Oh,
screwed there, right? Because you're kind of want to get a team around a 2-2 because that should be theoretically easier. Um, but yeah, and yeah, thank you, Pepper, for showing that we are currently in the lobby waiting for the spectator delay to count down, and we will be able to go into game.
nice.
Oh, and yeah, we can now also see who's going where. So, is this what you predicted? I don't remember. I said a lot of variations.
No, no, the cheese side was correct. Like it's a real jungle and Talia mid, but the diamond side was not correct because I said it's Wukong jungle, top lane I mean, and you said jungle and jungle was right. So
Yeah.
you
Okay.
see Bolivar top?
What 1-1. All right.
Yes, true.
we need to make different predictions somewhere else because we both predicted the same team to win. So because we need to break this tie.
I
Okay.
mean, you can still change. So
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll bet on Gucci and then I'm fine. Okay.
look at
I'm
this.
not opposed to
Spend
that.
my channel points, or I missed it.
I don't know if we can do that. I think there was a vote earlier, but I missed it already.
Yeah, I missed it too. I was so close to bet, and then I was talking and forgot. But yeah.
Lucky, but yeah.
Yeah,
We
I'm
just.
really hopeful. They look like they will team fight, and I love team fighting.
I hope so. I'm gonna do my best to cover that because it's kind of difficult.
You got this. I could not do that, but you got this. I believe in you.
No, we don't know yet. So I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm just gonna read through some wiki pages real quick to remember the ability names.
Oh, true. Yeah, I forgot. People are shouting out the names, and I
do you
just sit
know?
here and like, huh? Huh?
Do you know the ultimate name from Volibear? Quiz time.
Um, not at all.
It's Stormbringer.
Stormbringer.
Yeah. Anyways, but we'll be going in the game shortly. So it will be the audience didn't see, but the Karma is going support, not mid lane. Talia will be mid lane as you mentioned. So
Yeah.
Karma Zaya, I think that should be a very strong pushing lane that is ranged versus support. So they should have push first, which means they could theoretically dictate how the lane goes and play with their jungler. But there's obviously the angle for the Rel to both play for bot lane or play for top lane because getting Aatrox out might also be really good. I'm not too sure if this Aatrox in isolation is really good against Volibear. I think it might be, but I don't know for sure. Do you actually have any knowledge? It's a solo lane.
I have no clue, but win rate wise, it says like 50%, so I guess it's a skill matchup. But I could be terribly wrong. I just googled win rate.
Okay, so whoever loses that matchup gets flamed for being bad at the game.
You're just
But
so unskilled.
we are hitting the rift finally. Thanks for sticking with us while we're just blabbing around here. But we're gonna go out into this game right now. We'll see who gets the upper hand here in the top lane. Benjamin versus Ruzu. I'm kind of excited. I think from Elo alone, Ruzu should have a massive advantage in the top lane. Let's see if he can. If Benjamin can make it name for himself by actually going even with a master player, right? By proxy, that makes him a master player. I think that's how it works. So
That's how it works for sure. I'm looking forward to that too. But I just want to say this Victor skin is so ugly.
Oh, it's an old one. I think it's one of the
It's
newer ones.
just yellow. He looks like a bee or like a wasp, you know? It's
And the
kind of
bee
weird.
skins are actually cute. This one's not that cute, but
Yeah, maybe more a wasp. I hate wasp. Ugh.
like,
Oh,
are you equally? Aren't you equally scared of both?
of both?
I mean, I
I
don't
feel
want to
like,
get stung by a bee either.
yeah, but if a bee stings you, it dies. If a wasp stings you, it's just like casual life.
I don't know if the bee actually knows, but yeah.
Yeah, but I know, you know, so it feel really bad because it was just defending themselves, and the wasp was fucking angry. Like, you know, words I can't speak on stream.
They got some wards down already. They're spotting here. I think they don't know yet where Wukong's starting, but I think the wait, it's a blue ward is fully on that raptor camp. So if he shows soon, then they will be able to know exactly how this monkey is pathing in his jungle. And yeah, top lane actually the Volibear getting level 2 first, but not gonna use that pressure that much, and it's actually Ruzu with a bit of a health lead here, but the wave is
Hmm,
pushing in there, and that could be a gank killing for Durrell actually.
that would be awesome. You also predicted right. Bot lane is pushing.
Yeah, exactly. These players know how the bot lane meta works. If you have a ranged support, you will be able to shove that range in the enemy's face. And you see, Chipek's already taken some damage here. Rick's trying to get some more poke down. And there's not really much they can do just yet. I don't think they even want to fight back while this fat wave is getting shoved in. And they're gonna probably use that to get some vision out. Meanwhile, we see JL going for a fight, but oh, Benjamin just walks up and
Oh,
takes 2 tower shots. And yeah, I think JL is just here to grab the assist as Ruzu will almost solo kill actually. Kind of sad to see. Benjamin wants to go aggressive, but he'll tank towers and he'll die for it. First blood goes to Gucci.
that's kind of unfortunate. Like one step too far, you take power shot, you die. But I think he would have died either way, so you know he can't blame himself for the tower shot because Phil was there.
Meanwhile, we see a response here from Jonathan Isaac looking on bot lane. The flash forward from Josiah into a grand entrance, and the flash from Riggs will just not matter as he
Oh,
gets taken out by Kaisa. And Sanik's trying his best to try and poke a little bit down this monkey, but he won't care. And he's got to be careful here because he can just get chunked even further. No, Jonathan Isaac will finish his recall, and that is a top kill traded for a bot side kill.
yeah, but I guess I'm not sure. I feel like both side kills are more worth, but you never know what the Aatrox will do, right? But
I think Fed Aatrox is a very awkward thing to deal with. It's that kind of champion that just keeps on healing in a team fight. You know, you're bringing it down to 100 HP, and then he hits one auto and he goes back to 50%. It's like what? Like I don't
ooh,
know
it's
if
the
you've seen
new
the Gore Drinker
item.
things. Yeah, Gore Drinker Aatrox plus his passive auto attack and heal him for ridiculous amounts. So uh, it can take over team fights, but of course, if he gets chases, then they have the tools, and yeah, Fed Kaisak could one-shot him here.
Yeah.
What do you make it at Kaisa build here?
I have no clue. Tier is for me always this Manamune thing, but I have no clue about ADC builds.
Yeah, I think it's a Manamune into some sort of AP build later on. So I think with Manamune you get your Q upgrade faster. So
Hmm.
just looking for your Q upgrade and then probably your W upgrade and looking more towards a poke burst build for the Kaisa. Not that much on hits. As we see a little bit more
That
fighting on
looks
top
so
lane, and
rough.
Benjamin is taking a third Q from Ruzu and will
Ouch.
kind of be left walking away as the tower is just there to save him. Ruzu will not be tower diving just yet. He hasn't even based yet. It is a possibility he might look for something. He will hit level 6, but he's gonna turn away here and join his jungler on the grubs.
But that top lane looks so rough. Like he's nearly 20 CS behind. He's a kill behind, and I would not want to be this Volibear. I
Yeah,
hope the team can somehow like get him out of that misery, but that looks not nice at all.
yeah. I talked about it before, right? Benjamin needs to hold his own in the top lane, and so far I think he made a kind of a big boo-boo, which is
Yeah,
rough
that
to
he
see.
dies in the beginning, even that he like goes so far up. Like maybe in that case when you know you're like the lower player and that you know, play your lane, try to get
Well,
don't fall
but that is
behind them.
actually GL trying to start a fight here. Reaper's Fall coming down. Jose is completely locked down. He will be left alone here as Kaisa will just use a flash to get past the Reaper's Fall. She's not level 6 yet. GL is gonna get hit bit. The Chaos Storm is gonna zone Gucci off. 1700 on a Dragon. I think they might have to give this away if they can burst it in time. Now, Wallbox is forced to flash it. Sanix is just walking forward to pressure them off. Meanwhile, JL, it's going to be coming down to a smite fight, and he wins it. It's going to be the Dragon for Gucci. The snare's coming down from Sanix as well, as he picks up Jonathan Isaac in the jungle, and now Shipex and Wallbox have to just turn their ship and run away. Team Jensen won't really allow it just yet. Almost landed the shovel and the shove there into getting a pick on Shipex, but he will make it out, as that is 2 kills and the Drake, I believe, for Gucci.
Yeah, looking at that, I never judged Gucci.
Wait,
Like,
sorry,
that looks really good for them at the moment.
yeah, they played it quite patiently here as we're getting a replay.
Yeah. It feels like, I'm not sure, like, the Wukong had smite, but he didn't make it. Rel got the Drake. Kind of
Yeah.
unfortunate.
A nice
Yeah.
step up as well from Shipex there to get that root down for the Wukong. He really didn't want to give up the Dragon. Oh, we see bot lane 3v3. Very low health bar on Shipex. I think he hasn't based after that. Yeah, I can give you a little bit of context to put it a little bit of Rel. Her W, or like her Q as well, like they get bonus damage to monsters. So if she pairs Q with Smite, it's just like a ridiculous amount. So it's
like,
kind
no,
of
you
hard.
can't bot smite, okay.
It's just too hard. Like the Q from Wukong doesn't even come close to the burst from the Q from Rel.
Yeah, but I think, like, Rakan died kinda early, so it was hard to play for them. They tried, but didn't make it, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, they fall kind of short here. Meanwhile, top lane, Benjamin will burn the world ender from Aatrox there. As I guess Aatrox thought he was going to be committing to a fight, and yeah, loses a relatively important cooldown for this.
Yeah. He looks a bit more stable. He just has to watch out that he's not getting ganked too soon, I guess. Because Rel is soon topside again, and that would be probably his end.
Yeah, it looks like Aatrox will just base here. I think Wave is coming in, so he's probably gonna burn the TP. To not, yeah, exactly there, not to lose too much CS, since he's built himself a little bit of a CS lead when he picks up an extra wave, maybe even more. As it seems like it's a trade of sides in a way. The Wukong was playing for bot lane earlier. Now with the Dragon going over to the wave for Gucci, and it looks very comfortable for them. Because it was a 1 kill ahead for the bot lane, but 2 assists on Sanix. I think they're kind of even. There's also a little bit of CS lead building. So good spot here for Gucci, as they actually find themselves in a 2k gold lead.
Yeah. But there's still, like, everything open. I'm hoping for the next fight. You never know what happens. And maybe Diamond can somehow turn it and get their gold back. But poor
L
top.
here going to take a trade on the Volibear, will be stunning him up, but he will just bring the Storm to hop to safety. They will be forcing a very big cooldown for him, and they might actually look for a dive as they find Benjamin at half HP. But it looks like they'll just use this pressure to get themselves the last 3 grubs on the map, as they already found themselves 3. And then I can ask you a very fun debate question: which is more worth, dragons or grubs?
Yeah. People I play with tell me, just get 2 grubs and we don't care anymore. So the people I play with don't really care about the grubs. But I hear Split Pusher really care about the grubs. And they're super cute, so you know.
Yeah, I guess you're doing it for the cuteness, for sure, for sure. Like that's why we draft, we run to the grubs, right? We just sacrifice bot.
Sure.
Tell that when your bot laner's getting dove, like they're cute, it's worth it.
I mean, I probably if you get all of them and just push turrets and get Herald and, you know, yeah. If your bot lane goes 0-10 for it, nah?
Yeah, I would say no, yeah, as a bot laner myself. But a lot of plates here picked up by Gucci in the top lane. But there's a fight in the bot lane happening. Sanix forced to burn flash and just gonna call the feathers here. but Jonathan Isaac now
Double
finding himself
TP.
overextended. TP coming down here for Kim Jensen as he's going to try to get Jonathan Isaac. Chipex is going in. He's going to get pushed back. The rocks are getting thrown into his back. Will find a kill for Kim Jensen. Another one on Jonathan Isaac as well. Now it's just going to be Wobble Bonk and Josiah trying to turn at least one of them back. They use the Chaos Storm to get them at least one return kill, but that is 2 TPs burned in a 4v3, and it goes actually in an advantage for Gucci, and now JL finds himself on bot lane. He might look to extend this as well, because both of these targets are half HP, but they probably can't force too much out of this. Just gonna finish the wave here. Oh, as JL actually looked for a planer, but yeah, Sanix going incredibly low. You should not give that away, and sadly he doesn't get himself any kills, but he played that really well, and that's gonna be another fight win for Gucci here, and a first tower on top of it.
And there we see it. We see the Giga Fatalia.
Oh yeah, she's finding herself 4 kills now. That's actually crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, she can win the game, probably. Maybe. Hopefully. I'm not sure. That was not the team I bet on, but I didn't place points, so it's okay if they win.
Yeah, but it's about honor, you know, like... I'm gonna win this. I want the honor.
Okay. Sorry, I guess.
Your honor's on the line, Lina. Care.
My honors, fuck. But yeah. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Like, mid seems really behind, kill-wise. Form, it's okay-ish. And, I don't know, I don't want to talk about top lane. I feel kinda, like, you know, a bit sad. The turret is gone, all the playthings are gone with the turret. And they didn't even... Did they place Herald? Did they have Herald? Was there even a Herald?
The Herald hasn't spawned yet.
Yeah. They got the full top lane turret without a Herald. Like, that hurts my head, heart and head, yeah. But yeah.
It's 3k gold lead up for Gucci at 13 minutes. Plates are still available. So you're seeing that they're defending this bot side, as I think they were trying to get some plates here for Sanix. And yeah, meanwhile, I think they picked up all the plates for... they split a little bit, but Aatrox is... You see it there, 2k gold ahead from his counterparts. This is looking incredibly rough for Benjamin to hold on, and now JL is just freed up on bot lane. Putting down his just positioning here, it just makes it so hard for Shipex and Josiah.
Look at that karma damage.
But yeah, Jonathan Isaac finds Ruzu here almost. He will push him off of the Crux as Ruzu's almost trying... Wait, that's weird. He uses Blast Cone to get over and then just jumps back over the wall. And this is weird.
Oh,
choose what you want to do, man. Yeah, they could find here a trap on...
Okay, they're... What?
Yeah, Jonathan is aware of what's going on because the Scry's Bloom was used, but that's World Ender used on Ruzu, as they're probably going to use this to get themselves a red buff, but... Yeah, there was a Victor around here to fight them as well, but yeah, Ruzu will just back out of this one. They got themselves a Smite Steal on the red buff, as they're just gonna try to annoy the monkey in the jungle.
I guess that happens when your top lane turret is not there anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like maybe there were things that could have been avoided on top lane. Maybe, you know, you could have played a bit safer. Because I feel like this is really rough. Besides the Fatalia, you know. But that's like 2 problems. And I feel like if one team member, like enemy, is fed, it's okay, you know. You can always just kill them. But if it's 2, that's hard.
He's not that fed in kills alone. He's not even ahead in CS, Ruzu, upon Sanix, right? But he is so far ahead upon his counterpart, and I think it's going to be really rough, because I think Ruzu can dictate whether or not this Volibear is allowed to join up with his team, right? If he stays in the side lane, he has to stay there, or he just burn turrets. So. Yeah,
but I feel like it's okay if they are both in the team fights. Maybe? I mean, it's like a squishy Volibear that's really behind and like a fed World Ender. But yeah.
If he doesn't have the armor stats and he jumps in on Azaya who puts down like Q and ult and pulls all those feathers through, that's half his HP.
Ouch.
So it's kind of dangerous. Also, we're talking about Talia, right? Like if you walk at Talia, she just throws rocks at your face. I don't know if you've ever had rocks thrown at your face, but it doesn't feel good.
No, normally I throw the rocks, so...
I was kind of making an IRL analogy. Do you throw rocks at people?
No, I would never. I
That
swear.
doesn't sound like it was honest. What?
Nah, I just like Talia.
AG Lina throwing rocks at people.
Yes. I mean, look at that skin. It's so pretty.
What is that skin? Is like Crystallis Motus or is it the different?
It's like the one you get for Mythic Essence. Now I kind of feel the urge to buy it, but I waited so long for the Sunro one that is epic, the Star Guardian one. And I was like, yeah, after that I will not need to spend money again in League. And
Until the next skin comes out, that's how they get you.
yeah, but I always buy passes, so it feels like I'm saving money. I'm not, but it feels like.
Yeah, there's bringing Herald's nice drifting from GL there to get the mid lane tower. I don't even think it was needed when they sent so many people there, but yeah, he's gonna just drift again. And I think they might be able to pick up another tower here as Ojazea fails to jump over the wall with his Grand Entrance, so will have to dash defensively. Ruzu will put on the case, he will go through this. The Chaos Storm doesn't really give a damn at all, and he just doesn't really take damage, he just heals right through it. Rick's speeding him up with a shield, and Wobblebonk will just be able to manage to run to his tower for safety, but that is a tower and a kill on Jazea, sadly off of a misplayed Grand Enters there. Good punish for Gucci. 5 men strong, and Ruzu TP's to top, and they're not even gonna lose anything for it, and get a dragon!
And as we could see, this Aatrox is a monster.
He does what he wants.
He's a fucking monster. Yeah, so I have no clue. Like maybe no,
Right,
that's
there's no way he
not
wins the 1v1, right? Tabia needs to join this up.
bad.
They're just kind of slapping him with that pointy stick, doesn't hurt that much just yet, but now there is the
Yeah.
combo from the Talia. He doesn't even flash anymore, and the bonk will just get taken out, actually by the rally in the end. So, yeah, Talia not too greedy, give it a kill back here.
I mean, it's nice to see, stun Talia W, beautiful, but like I wanted to say before, it looks really rough for Diamond, and I'm not sure how they will get back into this game, even though we only got like 9 kills.
Yeah, it
It's
seems
6k difference. Like it's so hard. Like maybe if they get shutdowns, if they get a pick, but otherwise it's really rough. How will they kill Aatrox alone? Rel is also in a solid state. The Talia is dealing bombastic damage. I have no clue.
Yeah, I think it's looking quite rough here for Vitagen Diamond. I think Gucci is in complete control of this game. And yeah, how do you do it? Get a pick and bring all your damage on this guy at once and get that shutdown, get that gold, get a little bit more strength and try to do it again, right? I think when I look at the Kai'Sa build, I think it's kind of a mistake to go into that sort of hybrid AP build. Like you have AD sure, but like you're not hitting at all. Like you're just spamming W's in team fights, and you already have a Victor. And then yeah, the only other AD damage that's there is kind of not fed because Volibear's going pure tank. And then you have to make it come from the Wukong, but Wukong in team fights is more about like annoying the enemy, not quite assassinating everyone. I don't know if he has the damage to go through the shields from the Karma here as well. So I think they kind of need a more threat from this Kai'Sa to take down this Aatrox, because right now I just don't think they can kind of do it.
Yeah, and they also can't just avoid him. He will be there.
Yeah, JL just posturing in the face of Jazea, and he just gets to. Has his teammates to back him up, and I guess Vitagen is just assuming so. So they're kind of choking them out in the vision here. There's one lone ward in the tri-bush there, as Baron is spawning in 2 seconds, and they completely control this quadrant. There might be a return here for Jonathan Isaac looking on bot lane, but not really fully committing to it. And meanwhile, it is actually decent damage on Riggs there, but you can't follow that up. So a tower here for Iguchi. And no return again for Vitagen. 20 minutes into the game, 6k gold deficits.
For 20 minutes, it feels like this game is like way longer because turrets fallen, dragons fallen, kills fallen, but yeah, it's just 20 minutes.
Yep.
Already in such a bad state. It's really unfortunate.
It's just a massive problem, I think, from the early game where there was only one gank from the Rel, and afterwards, yeah, like a second gank, I guess, to secure tower plates, and ever since JL's been freed up to even hover around bot, so they can't even attack that. And it's looking like they're really struggling, but I think Vitagen's actually finding a pick here on Kim Jensen. He found himself completely alone in the bot lane river, and the killer is fully used to get the kill to Shipex, as it is a shutdown, very much needed. But in the meantime, there is a Baron started up, and only Benjamin is even close, but he doesn't have anything to smite steal it, as it's just going to be taken away here. And 4 members will get this Baron buff as they trade their mid laner for it, and I think that is a deal you are willing to take.
Yeah, but I mean, Diamond has to try, and the shutdown on the Kai'Sa is not bad, but the question is, oh, that's decent. How far they will get with it. But always when I see this build, it feels like playing Aram, and that's just so strange.
Yeah, it really relies on you hitting a W twice on somebody, because if you just hit them once at a time, if Karma actually shields them, they don't really hurt that much. She can also just position into the wave, and if they go onto the Aatrox who has lifesteal, or on the Rel, it doesn't really hurt. But if you do land 2 of them, and you can proc the passive, that's when it really sticks. But you're gonna have to get them, and they are able now with Baron buff to create big fat waves to cover them, so it's gonna be hard. As they might look for a pick here, as Bruiser's just fearless walking up here, pretending he's the main tank of the team. Benjamin will TP in to join here, as this is a 3rd Drake on the line, no soul just yet. And everybody's coming down here. TP burned a little early, they didn't even start the Drake yet, as they're gonna take over control of mid lane and now look again if they can find a start to the team fight here. Maybe this is a team fight that Vitagen can get some gold back here. They're kind of fishing for some. Sanix actually blows a Feather Storm early. Benjamin's now getting caught on. He's going to get jumped on. JL still holds most of his cooldowns, and Rix is going to get poked a lot here by Wobblebonk, and Benjamin's going to turn out. Shipex dives into the backline. Rix will get assassinated. The kill goes over to Wobblebonk, and now this is going to be the return from this Aatrox. Can they even deal with him? Shipex is finding him all alone in the backline. Meanwhile, Aatrox is dealing all on his lonesome with the enemy here. Vitagen is just going to get destroyed single-handedly almost by the Aatrox. And it's gonna be double kill as well coming through for Sanix, and that is an ace for Gucci. They're not even gonna bother right now with the dragon. They're just gonna leave it to JL on his own, as they still have Baron timer. They could get even more towers here because they still have it for 50 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the end. It feels like it. I mean, it felt so strange watching the Kai'Sa like staying there, just wiggling around and hitting W's. And I mean, she got someone, but after that, she got deleted.
Well,
so...
Actually, I don't know if she got it, because the kill went over to Wobblebonk, so I'm not sure if it was needed. But yeah, break it down for me.
Like, I mean, the poke, it looks so strange to see this gameplay. Yeah. She basically just suicided and didn't even get it, or didn't even have to.
That is one way to describe it.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that build. Like as an AD carry, if you play her mid, maybe. But as an AD carry, it's so strange to watch this.
I don't know. She could have done more by just staying in the backline and spamming W, because she just didn't need to ult in just yet, right? And then after, she just has to run there, because she just put herself completely alone in the backline.
But if she doesn't ult, then the Aatrox will just engage and she has to run away, and I don't know, like she will never kill him with that, and if he's in front of her, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I think right now it's also it's hard. I see a lot of debating shadows about it as well. I think right now it's not just the build from guys, it's also this massive Aatrox, as he just 1v3'd and it didn't even look like he was under any threat, as Shipex will actually use the kill instinct forward, but can't finish the kill, and now he finds himself between rocks and an Aatrox, as it's getting dunked by Ruzu, going unstoppable. And meanwhile, their team is still getting sieged. They just lost one of their main carries, and Sanix will pop the Feather Storm here, as they are trying to get a pick on him there. But he will be just out of this, and they're setting up their own siege in mid lane, and it's looking like that is a free inhibitor here, because they are 4v5 right now.
But this looked like such a desperation play. I have no clue what like, you know? Like, she wasn't even dead. She could have just walked away, but she just ulted on. That was also strange. I'm so confused. Desperation, I guess.
Gucci's actually looking to try and end it right here. They don't even have super minions, and they're really trying to end this game quickly here, but they're gonna show the respect now that Shipex has respawned. Rusu posturing forward here is the one in the front here. They're gonna try sort of engage on him, but like his teammates are not really backing off. They can't believe that they're engaging on this Aatrox, and I don't think Rusu can believe it either. They're just gonna walk away. He doesn't care. He is a fat shutdown though if they would be able to shut him down, but he's picked himself up a Mauve Malmortius, so yeah, the main carries, Wobblebonk and Shipex, they can't even execute him with their damage because they still have to burn through that extra magic damage shield. There's actually Beaver's Walls coming down here. King Chess is probably looking for a knockup. It has to flash away. Will be executed quite from Shipex, but they'll trade their mid laner for it. Now Shipex finds himself alone in the backline again as a TP's coming down from Benjamin just to get executed again. A kill going to Sanix. Now Sanix is on the chase with the Ghost, going to try and get her lover, Josiah, not Josiah, actually Rakan, but I'm not standing in the way of that anyways. But he will flash away and he won't be out of there just yet. No super minion alive. Now JL's going in with the Magnet Storm. No ultimate anymore for Shipex. He will just find his demise. Same thing for Josiah. And Jonathan Isaac trying his desperate best to hold on to this with the Cyclone, but he just can't hold him off. Now the super minions come in. The shield coming from in on JL from the Karma. He will be alive. Just Jonathan Isaac is trying so hard to kill this realm, but he will not die. Meanwhile, the towers are slowly falling. Featherstorm coming down here. Riggs is trying to lock down this Jonathan Isaac. How is Jonathan Isaac still alive and doing this? Now Benjamin's coming through. He's trying to get the Karma and Maya, but they just can't do it. The Aatrox is just doing what he wants. Why is this fight still going on? Just end the goddamn game, please. Jonathan Isaac is still alive. Aatrox fighting back. I'm done with this. End the game.
Like, that looks unwinnable, unplayable, like, whatever.
Gucci winning the game, completely disrespecting me as I cannot cast that fight. That is, what the fuck was that?
Just end the game.
Oh, the Wukong tried his best there at the end. I can't believe he lived for so long. I think he cloned like 3 to 4 times. That was insane. I could not keep up with that. But yeah, what do you make of that finish?
I mean, the rail also survived really long, and I saw the Aatrox with like 3 people, but one of them was the second Wukong, and I was like, whoa, he lives, he still lives. It was impossible to kill this guy. Yeah, I would say a good game from Gucci.
Yeah, a commanding victory here from Gucci over Vitagen. I think they have to go back to the drawing board. The game plan not quite coming out there, and Gucci kind of very quickly felt like they had a chokehold on this game, completely controlling everything there. You find maybe King Jensen there in the river getting picked off, but you get a Baron for it, so like maybe it's even like the sacrificial lamb, like maybe that was actually even intended. I don't know. I see them very humbly in chat. It's really nice game here coming in from Vitagen. Very excited to see if they can come back and bounce back and make it a more contested game, because I think Gucci is completely in control of this first one, but all is not lost. They can return a game here and at least tie up this series. I think we're gonna go for a quick break here until the teams are coming back in, but don't go anywhere. It won't be for a long time. Until. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of Vitagen Diamond versus Gucci Yin, where Gucci Yin found themselves a very commanding Game 1 win, and it is up to Vitagen Diamond to at least fight back for a tie in the series. I believe I bet on Gucci and you bet on Vitagen, so that makes my honor more valuable than yours. That was
You
your talk about
swapped last second because I told you so. Like, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
me later for securing your honor.
yeah, unlucky. You shouldn't have done that. You were so sure that you were pushing me away from it, and then you were wrong. So now you
You
have to
just
deal
said
with
we
that.
have to bet on different things, but okay. Like,
All right, we'll make another bet go here. Now they've swapped sides, and yeah, the Aatrox taken away. Does that surprise you?
no, not at all. That Aatrox was strong,
Yeah, I
really
think
strong.
he had an incredibly good game on the Aatrox, and the Karma's also going to be taken away. So Yin is going to have to find two new different picks at least so far. They've taken away the little dragon, so I think you're happy with that because you don't want to see it. I think it's kind of boring. Not gonna lie. I think it's just it doesn't do anything for 20 minutes until it has
That's
specs.
true.
And then
Yeah.
I think it's a very failed champion design, but that's maybe a discussion for a different day.
Yeah, I
So,
hope this summer fixed it. I played it like yesterday for the first time and I was so bored and then I was strong, but like the game was already over and I was like,
I,
okay.
in one of my first games that I played it, I picked up a random pentakill, and like when it said penta, I was like so surprised, like wait, did I actually get all of them? I didn't even realize. It's like
Just
seems like the most
spamming Q
undeserved
randomly
things I've
hitting
ever gotten.
people.
It's
Oh,
kind of stupid, but
this
it's
man
gonna be
Genius
Kaisa
Kaisa.
now
Yeah.
on Yin's sides. We were
Also,
actually talking about the builds. Are you excited to see it come back and see maybe a different variation?
I hope to see a different variation. Like maybe you listed comps where it's good, but I don't feel like this is gonna be a poke comp. This is gonna be good. And I didn't feel the build at all in the game. Like it's I don't know. Maybe a desperation build, you know. Oh, we see the rumble though. Maybe it is the build. Maybe it's the way to go.
Yeah, well, Rumble already puts you on AP, so we'll see. They could be maybe going for heavy poke. I think our lovely producer was actually suggesting this just earlier. This man can see into the future, or he's replaying the
True.
draft and pretending that he was smart.
True.
No,
Or he
he
just
can't
like
quite do that. He
bribed the
can't quite do
teams.
that. No, the draft is live. The draft is live. But yeah, interestingly, it is the Knowledge takeaway because the rel can be flex, right? That's again another rel for Yin. But they also picked themselves up a Zeri, which was banned from Yin last game.
Yeah, also the Iron was banned before, so maybe these are like their hidden power picks and they're just, you know, unleash them now.
It is Jonathan Isaac on the side of Village and Diamond, and he loves himself some trees. They've taken away one tree. He's gonna pick up the other one. Yeah, I guess he shouldn't pick the monkey in the tree. He should take the tree. You know, like if you are the tree, then you can control the monkey. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
I think it's really one of his signature picks at this point. I think he was the main Ivern Maokai player last split as well, and probably gonna try and come back into the series doing it again. It worked last split,
Oh,
maybe the split again.
I
And
have no clue what he played. I felt like he was more a carry player, but I'm terribly wrong. So
he always it's not like he didn't play anything else, but he was very much on the side of the Maokai and the Ivern. So
mm.
um, they're more mid bans though. I'm surprised to see the brand ban. I wasn't expecting a brand to be picked here by Yin, but they're kind of scared and putting respect on it.
You never know, right?
They can
Brand
still
support.
Yeah. Ooh, do you think that you would do that with a Kaisa? I would be mad if I was Kaisa.
I'm not playing the Karsa, so you know.
Like, if you have no CC on your support, it feels really bad.
Yeah, okay. But you got Braum. Braum has a C. Braum also has the, you know, the muscles and the heart.
The heart of the Freljord, and a
Yeah.
mustache. Did you know?
Yeah, he also got pores. Like, look at this guy, for real.
You have to love Braum, no? Pores are cute.
Yes. Yes. Like, when I play support, besides all these enchanters, you know, I play Braum. I don't play Braum in a good way, but I play Braum because it's just Braum.
That is factually true.
Yeah.
is Braum.
So,
I agree with that.
but what do you think of Braum? Like in this in this position where they picked him, do you think he's a good pick?
I'm supposed to ask you as the analyst, but I'll give you a big tip. It's pretty damn good in the Nautilus.
I just outplayed you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I think no, but to answer your question, I think it's really good with Nautilus. If Nautilus tries to hook in on anybody, he can just block everything from Zeri. Even if she has to dash to get her projectiles to pass through people, but they will be blocked then also by the Braum. And I don't think this Nautilus can do anything in the early game because Zeri's actually really weak in the early game. And if a stun lands, Kai'Sa just wins that early fight hard because Zeri is just not really a champion at the level 6, and even at level 6 it's not that easy.
Yeah, that's
my
true.
take on bot lane.
Nice.
I love me some Zeri, don't get me wrong, but it's like I think you take this champion to just be safe from an enemy because you have a dash, and not a lot of ADCs have a clear dash to get out of shit. But yeah, I don't really get the pairing with Braum, but maybe it's so that they have some sort of hard engage. Because Ivern's not the best at setting up an engage, so that's maybe why they pivot into it. But yeah, there is a full draft now locked down here. Now, as the analysts, break it down.
I feel like when people pick Zeri, I don't instantly think about like the dash. I mean, it's annoying, but I think more about the speedy lady. But I also play Valorant, so it's you know, these champions are a bit.
It's Neon in Valorant, right?
Yeah, they're so similar. They also came out at like the same day, so I feel like that was intended. But yeah. But also we got the AD on mid lane, and I feel like I have no clue how the top lane matchup is, how Rumble versus Cho'Gath plays out, but I feel like Cho'Gath is just like the nom guy, and I played versus him on mid, and it's pretty straightforward, you know, you bully him, and then you can't bully him anymore, or like you can't bully him at all because he's just healing up, and I feel like that's just top lane, you know, Rumble scaling, Cho'Gath nomming. And I know for myself that the matchup Ori versus Tristana is a hell for Ori, if the Tristana has a brain. And I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm not sure which comp I like more. Huh? Kai'Sa.
I don't think it's Kai'Sa mid.
That would be a hot guess. So if it's Kai'Sa mid, Pepper is correct.
For those who can't hear, that was a potential suggestion from Pepper, the producer. I think it's Tristana. To me, has been she's like an OG AD carry, crit AD carry, can't pop off. We've seen a lot of pentas probably from back in the day if you've stuck around long enough. But Tristana right now for me is a mid laner because her jump just lets her play so aggressively and save at the same time. It's kind of like AD Corki, both Yordles as well. So I don't know if that excites you, but she can pop off hard in lane. And I don't know, you played mid lane, Lena. What do you think about playing Orianna into it? Because it's a Tristana as the counter into it.
It's not nice. Like if you misstep, you're just Half-Life. You're dead. It's just pain. Like what will you do? See her? Good job.
Yeah, so, you need level 6 for that as Orianna.
Yeah, so she can pretty much do anything she wants in the early levels. Like except freezing because it's Tristana. So that's the point that doesn't fuck you. So she's probably always pushing and you're fine. So, but it's really annoying. You'll not get pressure at all.
Yeah, I think Tristana is an incredibly strong solo laner, and I kind of like what Link put together here, and I think Kai'Sa is kind of free to go whatever build she wants because you have a hyper carry in the mid lane and you've got a hyper AP carry in the top lane. So yeah, this Kai'Sa can build however she likes. I think this game around, there's not that many flex options this time around. I think it's definitely well in the jungle this time. No need to guess. And we've got on the side of Vitagen Diamond also very clear-cut draft. Yeah, who are you favoring then? Like, if you break down the options here, like we were saying that the Tristana feels very good into the Orianna, but of course the Orianna, we know that I don't know if people remember, but Finger Shockwave is an insane thing that an Orianna can bring to a team fight, right? So
yeah,
who do you think got the better things put together here?
I feel like they got good front line, which is really nice for an Orianna. So possibilities. Also, they got shields and protection, so I guess if they get somehow the Zeri or the Ori ahead, they can play the game, otherwise kinda hard. And I feel like on Yin they just got more possibilities. The Kai'Sa can get ahead, the Rumble can win a game, Tristana, so they get one carry more potential. And I feel like it's just always depending how it plays out. Where will the jungler go? Where will First Blood be?
It's like a story of early game versus late game. Even though late game is not bad for Yin, I feel like Vitagen is like betting everything on a late game, right? They just want to hold on scale for 20 minutes. Like Zeri is, once she gets 2 items, she can start playing. If she gets 3, she's really strong. And she's got Ivan Shield, so hard to kill her in a team fight. Same thing for the Orianna. There's actually a lot of shields in this game. You got a Cho'Gath who only gets bigger the longer the game goes on. So they really want to get to late game. But if you, last game you saw that Yin completely controlled the entire map. And if you can't get any objectives and you can't walk into anything, then it's really rough. Because I think even though Vitagen Diamond has a very good late game draft, I think that Yin has a lot of tools to answer it with the Rumble ult, the AoE Rel Rumble combo. You can land, maybe poke Kai'Sa coming down to not even let it come to a team fight, and Tristana being a split push nightmare, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like also, like, if a Rumble snowballs or a Tristana, it's so disgusting. And the whole game turns, so I guess we wonder if they will get ahead in early game or not. Also, how the Rumble ult are placed, because I've seen Rumble ults you did not want to see. It's like there's a team, there's a Rumble ult. If it misses, it can't hurt your team, right?
Was it because you threw the ult? Or?
No, I never played Rumble.
He's actually pretty difficult. So I don't know.
Yeah, like it got a weird indicator. I think I played him in Aram or something. So, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of melee champions, so I can't really tell.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, I think Rumble, I think a notoriously difficult to pilot champion. It's I don't think Aatrox is the easiest either, but I think Rusu has shown that he can pilot an Aatrox pretty well. Also not that easy to pilot. He's gonna try himself now on the Rumble. I think it's a bit harder. Last time they strong-sided top lane for Yin in early game, and they did the opposite on Vitagen. I don't know if how this matchup in isolation. In theory, it sounds very good because I think Rumble has built-in percent max health damage on his burn to wear down this Cho'Gath who wants to build HP, and even if he doesn't build it, he will get it from his ultimate. So I think it sounds pretty good, but then again, it's also like if the silence coming in, the knockup coming in, you can CC this Rumble easily, but I don't think Ivern can help you kill it. So
yeah, I feel like also if they play around top lane, it's troll. Like if Diamond decides like we're gonna camp this Cho'Gath, that's just just leave it alone. Just pray for Cho'Gath, let him stack a bit, let him farm, maybe even drop farm and just play safe. Don't die versus Rumble and you're fine. And I hope they just get the bot lane somehow ahead.
Prayers for Cho'Gath.
Yeah, prayers. I feel like this lane I would not want to play it myself. It like I hated back in the days, like season 5 or season 6 when I played top lane Akali and I got Rumble in my face. I was not happy. It was horrible to play against. I hate this champion. I hate so many champions, but you get what I mean. He's just like, I have a burner in your face. It's so annoying.
Well, I don't hate Rumble that much because I think it actually takes skill to pilot the champion. And there's like other champions, like assassins in the game that they look hard, but it's actually really easy. You just press every button while they hover the mouse on you, and you will die. But
you mean Talon?
Talon doesn't even need. He only needs one button. Just press R and then I guess Q, but it's like a right click on you, and it's just GG. You just die as an AD carry. Because he looked my way, but he's not in this game. There's different champions in this game, and we're going out onto the Rift here. And do you see anything in particular you're already looking at when you see them running out on Rift?
I feel like everything looks like we expected it to be. We just see that Zeri started call, so she's giga chilling. She's just scaling and farming, and so it could be that the next minutes are really, really boring.
Yeah, I think I understand that decision. They hold the cards for a potential engage with this Nautilus, right? Like if you just choose not to hook in, then you should be fine. And if you just don't go in, you can just farm for late. And I think that's probably what the Zeri wants to do. She needs to get those items. And on the opposite end, you will see the Thorns Blade for Kai'Sa. I don't think it's a wasted purchase. In the past, it felt like it, but because the base stats are now so good, I don't think you necessarily need to get a kill to match it. But if this bot lane stays in isolation, it is kind of an advantage for Vitagen.
Hmm.
In terms of
Interesting.
gold, at least.
Yeah. I feel like it could be that most of the things are happening on mid, then top and on bot lane. Well, I don't know. This matchup is interesting. It's always nice to see how the Tristana plays it out. Okay.
Actually surprised that Tristana's getting pushed in early. I thought that was like the most broken pushing champion in the game.
The thing is, as Ori, I would not want, like, you know, because she will hit too soon, and Ori is over the middle line. So Tristana can just jump and run her down, and that scares me. I would not push this lane.
Okay,
But maybe it's just me, maybe it's just me, you know?
Maybe he was planning on, he was baiting it all along.
Because, like, this spot, I would hate it. I would just want to leave again.
I can understand. I subbed in as a mid laner and I had to do it against Tristana. It's just not fun because you just get pushed in Burma and he's just roaming around killing people. It's like, yeah, I'm just standing on my tower kind of shit.
Yeah, I played versus a Tristana once, and she just started invading and killing my jungler, and I couldn't do shit against it. I felt so bad, but I couldn't.
Benjamin is going incredibly low, not respecting the burst. Ruzu overheats as he's burning down Benjamin for another early kill here for top lane. Is this just a repeat from last game?
I feel like, but it's even worse. Like last time he took a tower shot, the jungler was there, but now he just got giga bursted.
Well, bot lane looking for a bit of a trade, but as we talked about, there's not really big kill pressure here. They're just trying to crash this wave, and will
Ivern is
dip
me.
into the bot fog. Actually, we see Ivern looking for a potential mid gank, and Kim Jensen's actually half HP. With this amount of HP, can he still win the 1v1?
I think it's rough. He's getting poked down. Wave is good state for Arena. I think I don't know.
Oof. Yeah,
I'm worried. How does
Yes,
how did this play out? How did like I'm losing it.
Take notes.
But okay.
Notes.
Mid diff, I guess. But yeah.
Oh, I see Benjamin's
Meanwhile,
health
top
dropping
lane.
incredibly low, and he will find himself death again. That is, yeah, he died as the TP back, and the wave is pushing back, and JL is there to punish it. And a second kill going over to a Rumble, who I think already thematically works very well against a tanky champion, and I think that's just gonna make it almost unbearable moving forward.
Yeah. Also, I think his lane state is really shitty, and I think top lane is over. Like these 2 kills, it's yeah.
I think that's very fair to say. This is
like that's not savable even. No, it means praying that Cho'Gath is not 15 levels and 100 CS behind at some point. Oh, and the jungle is there to help him. Nah, that's so nice. But still, the lane is over.
Yeah, he will be there to push in this lane, so he's at least not getting frozen on. Ruzu not exactly on the biggest CS leads yet, but he doesn't play with TP, he plays with Ignite, so he's actually just looking to kill, and so far it's going great. I don't think Ivan can do anything here, unless Ruzu is very far overextended. But really good spot that he finds himself in so far. There's also the Crab is on the side of Gucci on top side, so they will see if Jonathan Isaac tries to sneak the grubs while JL starts up Drake. So yeah, Ruzu's just bullying away as well, so it's just gonna be an unanswered dragon here.
That looks so unplayable already, and it makes me so sad.
Oh, JL face plants, but Riggs will land his stun, and it will be answered here by his teammates as Keziah finds himself in a really rough spot here. Sanix turned on the ghost to try and chase down the kill. He will land the W, but the shield will save Keziah's life. Kim Jensen now jumps forward, trying to get on the ship next. will flash away from the shockwave from Wobblebunk, and now he has to jump away defensively, and Rix now is going to be tossed as a sacrificial lamb in order to get the retreat for Kim Jensen. He says okay while on 300 HP running away for his life, and he will also die too. The flashing forward Jonathan Isaac. Wobblebunk now also trying to chase down Sanix here. He finds himself getting killed as well by the Ivern. Wobblebunk will get his shield in. A shield from Jonathan Isaac. There's too many shields on the side of Vitagen Diamond, and I don't think Rel has the damage to quite kill this Orianna. The minions will not be able to follow her. Actually, she tops out of the... Why did he run out of the bush? And he will find himself actually being taken out by the Rel because of the help of the minions.
That was good for them. I was just saying, yeah, now you have to pray for, you know, bot side, mid to do stuff, and they did. That was a good part for them. Even though we just saw Tristana, she was rooted, she still jumped away. Like, nice.
Yeah, the fight was a bit of a rough start. I think if JL didn't face plant with the flash, it probably looks a bit better. And I thought it was actually an overextension by Shipex and Josiah, but the teammates come around and it looks pretty good. And also
It
the
was
levels.
so huge, actually. Oh.
Actually, Poke lands on Riggs. He finds himself in a bit of an awkward spot. They're kiting backwards here, trying to get the stun down on Josiah with the help of Sanix on the auto attacks. But they will have to run away as Jonathan Isaac made his way over here, but they're not going to be able to commit further on this. And another kill in the top lane meanwhile, as that top lane gap is just getting bigger and bigger.
I'm suffering with this guy. But yeah, in the fight before, just like
starting to go forward, answer with a shockwave. Kim Jensen going extremely low as he just has to jump back out. He is on 100 HP and will live, but he chose his fight and he lost it.
Like, that's what he should have done way earlier in the lane. Because now he's not the head. Now Orianna's the head.
Yeah, she has herself Dawn's ring, a ring, and she likes rings, and Sorcerer's Shoes, the nice heals, looking to kind of bully here. Now JL is looking for a play potentially mid lane, but Jonathan Isaac is around, so will quickly decide against it and walk away, as Wobblebonk will just be able to let his minions crash in attack.
Yeah, but this looks good for Diamond. It's a bit sad that in the fight the Ivern got 2 kills, I guess. It's really unfortunate because you want these kills on Zeri or Ori. But
you want bigger shields? Come on, man.
Okay, I want bigger shields. Give me the shields.
Well, I think if Jensen just came back to lane and he already finds himself again on low HP, I think Wobblebonk is doing an incredible job here, poking away at Tristana.
Apparently, like, this matchup is, like, he plays it, it looks so easy. Like, now I feel like I can beat every Tristana just because I watched this guy play, you know?
Yeah, take notes. JL is channeling a Hex Flash to look for another attempt on the Orianna, but she is quite far away. They changed the map. The bushes are farther away now, so she's quite safe. And meanwhile, we see top lane fighting again, and Rus is just going incredibly aggressive. Goes over the heat, it will turn on the burn. It takes away 70% of HP of this Cho'Gath within a second, but he will just be out under the tower just in time to save his life.
Yeah, I feel like this top lane could be such a huge problem. Like, I mean, mid lane...
Oh, Shockwave on Kim Jensen! You will be able to jump out, but yeah, I feel like we're seeing a different tale, at least in the mid lane this far. Wobblebonk actually bullying Kim Jensen here. This is probably what they need because this top lane looks doomed.
Yeah, like, the Tristana's a spot, like, in a spot where she doesn't want to be. She does not want to be behind. It looks really rough for her, but also it looks really rough for everyone that will meet the fucking Rumble because he's so fat. We saw the damage he like gave to Cho'Gath, and I hope somehow they managed to balance out the Cho'Gath. They somehow managed to like get him some XP, some farm, and not more deaths, because I feel like dying more and more is crucial. I mean, at some point he will not go with money anymore, but we like
this.
There's
actually a team fight coming up here. The hook will land on the Sanix while Riggs is getting locked down by Daisy. The answer from an engage from JL here to bring down his engage answer, but now we're finding a Wobblebunk TPing in, and it will be enough pressure to push off the bot lane. They will finish off Riggs' low health, and the answer from Gucci just seems to be too late, as Jonathan Isaac will flash forward, get the root on this Rumble, and they're going to commit to this, but now the equalizer is coming down, and Jonathan Isaac is just going to get fried right up. Now Jisea's all alone. He will flash away from the W from Sanix, and now you find yourself, Shipex, you jump this wall, and you're going to find your death. Now Kim Jensen's pretending he was winning his game all along, as he's just flashing forward for the kill on another kill for the side of Gucci in, and now Wobblebug is just going to keep on going. He will actually get the return kill on JL. He will bring Ruzu extremely low. Rick is trying to stun him up, but there's still enough mana here for Wobblebug to fight back, so Ruzu will not be chasing this any further. And I lost track of how many people died in this fight.
Many. I feel like before it went really good. Oriana TP'd in the flash. It was a bit over, you know. But then they met the final boss, Rumble. He appeared in the game and showed that he's making it hard for them.
I'm not gonna lie, they seemed like they were holding him off long enough though, because he didn't quite fully take over the fight just enough. He did make it, he did equalize it, so to say. But yeah, there's enough pressure here actually to get control over this dragon and respond in dragons. And last time around, I remember there was a 3k gold lead for Gucci Yin at 12 minutes already, and now the game is only 500 gold apart on in an advantage for Vitagen Diamond this time around. Gonna get some grubbies as well secured here for Gucci, and they're gonna put the Rumble back in the top lane as they swapped very briefly there. And yeah, game seems a lot better this time around for Vitagen, and very much winnable to tie up the series.
Yeah, I like that. This is an exciting game. We don't know who will win. Both teams can win. They got the chances, they got the resources. I'm looking forward to see this play out.
Yeah, when you look at things though, like, who do you favor right now in this position? Because yes, top lane is very much still a big problem. 5 kills on this Rumble, but it's all in a side lane, and if he doesn't group up, you have your lead on your side on Oriana. As I wanted to ask you the question, who does it favor?
Yeah.
Now we got JL coming around from a flank here, Jisea and Shipex kind of overextended. Shipex bringing down the lightning crash as the ultimate from Jisea comes through the zone Sanix, and they're gonna bring down enough CC here to burst Sanix first. A redemption coming down to deal damage, but it won't be enough. And Shipex almost gets the kill here on Sanix. He almost fights the 1v3, blinking health bars on the side of Gucci, but they will manage to stop this Zeri. And we're starting to get a glimpse of what this Zeri can be in the late game, but maybe Gucci is shutting it down just in time.
Yeah. That's like you asked, and I wanted to say Oriana looks strong, and also the Zeri seems to kind of scale good. And yeah, we just saw it. They nearly played the 1v3.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, I think he's dead too. No, Benjamin!
Yeah, Ruzu killing the tower. He has no dashes on a Choga, thank God, by the way. But yeah, he's completely overextended, and they will just...
Like, where did he came from?
a fried Cho'Gath, as he will be on the barbecue instead of what he's feasting tonight.
Yeah. I mean, please get this man out of there. Give him a lane where he does not have to meet the end boss. Let him alone. He doesn't deserve this.
Surprisingly, this Zeri seemed incredibly strong, but she doesn't have any kills just yet. I think it's a real weird build that he's going for. I'm not 100% sure if that's actually the best one right now. I haven't really been playing Zeri on this patch, but I think she's going for the ultimate haste item that gives you attack speed and movement speed when you pop ult, but it only lasts for 7 seconds, and Zeri wants to go for infinite. And as I'm saying, that Kim Jensen will find a fight here on Wobblebonk, and it seems to be going in the favor of Wobblebonk while it's isolated, but it's not isolated. JL comes down with a crash down, gonna lock him down, and Kim Jensen can just keep on going, and they will get a kill on an overextended Oriana here.
Welcome to League of Rel.
Chisea is just completely alone here. I think he was just like bluffing or something, but he's just gonna find himself getting picked off here. Now the Braum passive coming down, he's gonna get stunned up. Redemption will keep him alive a little bit longer. Shields come down from the Ivern as well, but now Sanix has joined the fight, and he's just gonna completely ignore, give the kill from Chisea on to Kim Jensen and just pick himself up a kill on Ivern, and now Shipex wants to take a 1v4. I think that's a big mistake here. Everybody running in here. Now there's going to be a TP coming down from the Cho'Gath to help them. Oh, actually, that's not the Cho'Gath. That is an Orianna with an immediate sombrero to get 2 kills here. And it's going to be Shipex who actually just started this fight, and he's going to turn it into a success. Benjamin and Wobblebunk to the rescue, and they picked themselves up a nice answer here. A complete overextension from Gucci and punished by Vitagen Diamond.
Wow, like I just wanted to say, oh, what a waste of a Zeri ult. Why is she trying that? And they did it. They showed us. They did. Great.
Yeah, I was not looking at the minimap there. I had no idea that the Cho'Gath was already there. Because like, I was so sure it was a Cho'Gath coming out of that TP, but the Q already was up when the TP wasn't finished. I was like, huh? But yeah, a really good response here from Vitagen.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were dropping flies in bot lane, and they come up quite nicely back.
Yeah, I was also not looking at the map. I was more like, you know, my face to the screen, mouth open, watching the Zeri. Oh, what is she doing? So, that's should I say?
Yeah, I guess gasping in disbelief, but it turned into awe.
Yeah, it was like, that is she doing. Nice, great. But yeah, it still looks pretty even. I love that.
Yeah, the lead has tipped over to Gucci. They're also leading kills, and they're gonna try to get a lead into Rix as well. They've got themselves priority on this objective for now, as Vitagen is running up here a little bit later to try and contest this. And it looks like, yeah, they're just trying to clear some vision here. They will see Jonathan Isaac on the board right now. It is an Ocean Droid. This is really obnoxious to deal with. As you see, Rix is trying to walk away, but he's getting Burma slowed. And now the JL is making his way around for a potential flank here while Rix is posturing forward with his shield. There will come the Magnet Storm. He will only fight 2 people, but Shipex was able to dash out of it. Meanwhile, the knockup coming in, a knockup combo with the Cho'Gath knockup as well on Sanix, finds it a bit hard to keep in this fight, but Ruzu is down here as well. It's a 5v5, but a great shockwave by 3 people. The lightning crash will be turned on, and he's gonna get a first kill, a massive shutdown onto Ruzu. That is now 4 kills here. Actually, no, this is the 3rd kill just picked up here, but that's surely more to follow. Wobblebunk will finish up the 4th, and that is a clean ace coming out of nowhere for Vitagen Diamond. Start off with a great shockwave from Wobblebunk.
Wow. I was so worried in the beginning when the Rel jumped in because, like, you know, but the Rumble ult did only hit the Ivern, I think, or at least not the Orianna or the Zeri, so. And the Shockwave also really great. Like, also they got the Drake, like, it's so huge. I think this is game winning, maybe, soon, if they don't do mistakes.
I think it really might be. We talked about it pre-game, right? Early game versus late game.
Destruction.
This was an incredible team fight.
Yeah. Also, Cho'Gath looked a bit chunky actually. Like even though he got clapped that hard, he looks like he recovered from it. Maybe not in his goal, but
shutdown right now.
Yeah, he got it. We always believed. But yeah, I mean, Ori damage is huge. Zeri is huge, and then you got our Ivern shields. I think they managed scaling.
Yeah, you got some sort of hybrid on-hit build brewing for the Kai'Sa as well, so she kind of needs to get the auto attacks in these games, unlike last
No,
game.
Benjamin!
Benjamin trying to test if he can tank the Flame Spitter this time around, and the answer is no, as he burns Flash to get out of there. I'm always surprised.
But he's out of there, okay? He's out of there.
And Ruzun actually finds himself all alone in the tower, and people are swarming around here. And oh, there's actually a 1v1 in the jungle between 80 carries, but it's a 2-item Zeri, and she just has this ultimate movement speed. She can keep on going. She will keep going as well to almost dive, but she will die to the Equalizer. And I didn't even see that was hidden on the Braum ultimate. The depth charge now coming out onto Ruzu will flash away, so he can't be followed up by any damage from Orianna. And that is actually a trade of 80 carries, and Shipex may have slightly overstepped him. He had a great advantage, but slightly threw it away by over-chasing, and it will be answered by Gucci for a 1-1.
Yeah, I was so worried when I saw the Orianna walking in the jungle. I was like, what are you doing there alone? Go! And then I see the psychotic ADC being deeper in the jungle. And yeah, probably after the kill, she should have just walked away and not go for the Braum, because the Rumble still hurts a bit. And we saw that.
I think I might need to start playing some more Zeri, because I think Shipex is making it look like very fun here. and he's picked himself. My biggest problem with this hex. What's that item? The hex plates something. I don't know. It gives ultimate
Yeah.
haste and it gives ultimate stats, which is really good. But it doesn't give you crits, which you want. But it does make you tankier, which can be good as well. But
Isn't it
because it
also
doesn't,
speed or something? I have no clue.
it doesn't. Yeah, it gives you attack speed and movement speed when you ult. And
Yeah,
it gives you more ultimate haste, so you have your ultimate more up faster. The only
that's so
problem I have is that
cool.
it doesn't give you crit, so it delays your item spike. But he is a full item up ahead, and he actually does get himself the really nice AoE splashing Runan's Hurricane there. So he is very strong right now, and he's got two people able to shield him. So is this just the point where Vitagen Diamond doesn't lose team fights anymore?
We'll see, I guess. It looks like there's a fight coming soon. Or maybe they're just walking away.
This is the classic ARAM moment where people are
Yeah.
scared to drop mid prio because they could go for Baron, so everybody just groups in mid lane and forgets that there's side lanes here.
Yeah, they're like, I would go side lane, but what if my team wins then?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it
I
looks
do
like...
think that Tristana has TP. I think she should be pressuring the side lane here, so there's no real value for positioning here, as actually Benjamin finding a knockup onto JL there, but that is a tanky well, so they won't really turn it into a full engage, and meanwhile it's just going to be trading in mid lane.
Yeah, but playing Zeri looks really fun. It is also fun. The problem is, she's one of the AD carries where you can miss your auto attacks, and that's a bit crucial.
Yep, that's why you pair it up with Runan's Hurricane. I think even if you miss, you might actually get the splash bolts. Don't quote me on that, but I think you might.
Like
It's,
if you aim into the air, maybe.
I don't know,
but-
like should they just automatically lock onto a nearby target? Like not your auto attack, but a bolt.
Yeah, if you hit the wave, but if you hit nothing, it will not connect. Like,
And
but yeah,
it will actually be Vitagen starting up the Baron here, and it will be almost spotted out. I think that should have given him enough vision, but I think Gucci can guess what's going on here. JL posturing up forward, looking maybe for an engage, and Vitagen is immediately backing off of this. They are not quite letting the Baron reset some 8k HP. That ball is in a very awkward spot for Gucci to walk up, as this shockwave can be very dangerous. It's 6k, they're not quite committing, they're posturing around it, but now that's a locked up JL. He's gonna get jumped on, but he can just mount up and jump away. Meanwhile, Shipex burning his E cooldown to jump the wall, and Baron has reset now, and meanwhile Tristana has taken an uncontested tower. This is kind of the pressure that is going down here from Yin, and they're doing a great job right now.
yeah. Like sadly, the Rumble ult missed. I mean, I think it hit the Ivern, but you know, if it hits people, they can maybe fight and win. But getting a turret and them not, you know, starting and finishing Baron should be a good trade for them.
Now,
For the
two
Rumbles.
carries on the side of Gucci and starting up this dragon. If Ivern is here, he can use his Q to hop over the wall to get onto the steel, but it won't be allowed. The Drake is picked up, and Rix is kind of alone in the pit. Can they kind of taxi him out? He will jump here, but there is a hook gonna land from Jizea on JL, and Ruzu finds himself on a flank, but there's no engage yet from Gucci, so he has to protobell the way. Now there's a 4-man ultimate coming in from JL as Ruzu is trading with Wobble Bump, but he will die actually. One of the most fit members of Gucci Inns dies first in the fight, but King Jensen are jumping forward, finding kills. Meanwhile, Sanix is doing the same thing on the other side of the fight, and he will find himself the kills. The only two members that are alive that is Wobblebunk and Benjamin, as Wobblebunk has won the 1v1, but Sanix flashed forward. He will execute Wobblebunk as he's now in a 2v1 with Benjamin, and he just can't quite clutch it. It will be Sanix the finish of the fight, and that is a team fight win for Gucci.
Wow. Okay. I thought that fight was won for Diamond. Like they had no Rumble ult, but it was a great Braum ult, I guess. And Oriana was really busy fighting the Rumble. Yeah, Kaisa did so much work.
I didn't see the Tristana die.
I saw
I
her
looked away
die.
on the other side and somebody dies on the opposite side.
I was fully focused on the Oriana part, and I did not look at the other side. And it's so interesting to see the Kaisa. Like, she did so much. It's so insane.
Yeah, she maneuvered this team fight fantastically, because I was making a point earlier. She's going with an on-hit build, so it's like harder because you're low range and you have to keep sticking to your target to deal the damage. And he managed to pick up so many kills in that fight, now worth 400 gold. They're just trading. They're taking turns to being a star in the team fight, it feels like. He's not quite on 3 items just yet. I think he's going with I think, a crit version of the Kai'Sa this time around. I think that's Navri Quickblades is trying to build. Baron's still up for the taking. Teams again posturing around it. Last fight was for a dragon. It's now 2-2. Both having themselves an Ocean Drake, helping a bit us with any poke that they take. And so far, game is 600 gold difference in advantage for Vitagen, but at 26 minutes into the game, that is nothing.
No. Like, now it looks even again. The Kai'Sa seems really strong. I feel like in the fight before, the Ori was not able to hit the Kai'Sa. She was just busy hitting the Rumble, and like they won that fight without the Rumble. You know, it's how will they win if they have it?
I think it comes down to the execution. It's a one misstep and you are done for almost every carry on the side of Gucci, because they have such a devastating engage with this shockwave, right? I think we've seen some really good shockwaves coming out already from Wobblebomb. But yeah, if your carries are doing such a good job and they're bringing down these massive ultimates with the Braum and the equalizer from the Rumble, it is very hard to fight back if you don't land that good shockwave. It's looking kind of rough, and so far it's kind of going up even. One fight hard win for Vitagen, the other fight hard win for Yin, although the last fight wasn't really a hard fight win, hard win, but this is still a nail biter.
I feel like Diamond has to kind of get the Kai'Sa out before she does that shit again, before she just killed your whole team. Because I'm not sure, like, Rumble ult is huge, but I think it's more important to get the Kai'Sa out, because a Rumble is not that mobile, a Rumble is not invisible, and the Rumble is not just dashing to someone with a shield.
But then you still have another dashing AD carry on that Tristana, so it's kind of rough here. But I guess the only advantage that you have if you take out the Kai'Sa, Tristana doesn't have built-in tank shred. As I'm talking, Yin has started up a Baron under full vision control. It's still up. They know very well this is happening. TP coming down here to answer this, but they're immediately turning around to try and turn this into a pick, but they can't quite find anybody. Benjamin will have to just walk away as Baron resets here. And it's going to be a Scuttle Crab picked up for Vitagen, which means they can just clear out all the wards here that they were just placed down. New changes to the Rift. This Scuttle is so valuable. And they're potentially looking to catch Gucci here in the jungle.
They're kind of split. Like, Tristana's not there, so... Zeri also.
JL is face checking. He's going to get engaged on. He's going to get knocked up now. The Equalizer's coming into a great spot here, but the Shockwave will get followed up by a Feast. Guys, it's just immediately eliminated from the fight. Shipex is turning on the Lightning Crash here as he's just going to get first kill. Dives into the backline. Gets another kill locked down here. And it's redemption for Benjamin. He's going to lock in a double kill for himself. And now there's 4 people from Gucci eliminated out of nowhere because you face checked a bush that didn't need checking. And now it's just Vitagen Diamond turning 5-man strong on the base here. I don't think there's anything this Tristana can do to stop Vitagen ending the game.
Yeah, and that's what they needed. They killed the Kai'Sa, they won the fight. And also I was surprised...
down here, Tristana trying something here. Is gonna use the Buster Shot to knock them off, to peel them off, but Wobblebonk will flash forward, will get the kill here. Now Sanix dashing forward, trying to execute Wobblebonk, but he can't quite do it. He needs to be careful. One hook can end this game. He will sidestep it, and Vitagen is on the retreat right now. They don't want to flip it. Everybody respawning on the side of Gucci Yin. There's no TPs here to actually flank them, so they're just gonna have to walk away. Sanix is fishing for something, but I don't think there's anything they can find. They're gonna have to clear these super minions as well. Dragon has spawned in the meantime, and a new trap formed here by Vitagen, and another 3-man Shockwave is gonna get followed up, and the massive ultimate from Chael is just too little too late. Your carry is dead again. Another face check followed up right again, and I think this is gonna be it.
That was it. Like, imagine 2 times the same thing. Yeah. Huge shockwave though, huge shockwave.
It is the jungler who face checks, but the ADC who dies. It is so poetic in a way. And we see Rumble trying to equalize actually this wave, but it doesn't quite get the super minion. It will stay alive. I don't think they can quite kill it fast enough. There will be Sanix back in 7 seconds. They're just going to commit all on this tower here. It's all on the line right now. You see the Zeri dashing forward, trying to zone him off. Rusu will try to go into the backline, trying to deal with this with Chipix, but he gets so many shields. Meanwhile, it is responded here by killing Benjamin on the front line. Sanix is trying his best, but he will get picked up by getting a double kill to Shipex. And now Shipex is just surrounded with his teammates, trying to take down JL. Kim Jesse will jump in, will try to land a bomb, and he will manage to take out the kill, but he will almost fall as well. He can't quite finish the Ivern, and he will die to Daisy. And now everyone is dead, so that Tanks will end the game.
That's the end. That was more exciting than the game before. The game before was kind of one-sided, but this one had ups and downs. Holy! But also 2 times catches. That's
What a banger of a team fight at the end there. Holy.
yeah,
That was crazy.
great. He screamed your lungs out. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm a bit speechless. That was a banger. I need to catch my breath.
Like
I
I
hope
didn't
I
even
did the
talk
team
and
fight
still
justice. That was a banger. Oh man, both carries trying so hard to all carries trying so hard, diving in the backlines to eliminate the enemy threat here, and everybody just kind of jumping all around the team fight. It's so hard to keep track of, but yeah, just can't quite land enough kills there to save the Nexus, and it will be Vitagen there taking the momentum to creative bush plays, using a Fnatic bush there to catch Yin off guard twice. Really nice turnaround there for them.
Yeah, that was really nice. Like I wonder whether you faced check twice, but maybe you were just depressed from the first one and be like, yeah, they can't be here again, right? They're doing Drake, right?
They're not
And
doing it, not. Surely not. Surely.
that's always me when I walk to the jungle. I'm like, my opponent will not be in this bush, right? And yeah,
Yeah.
fact, right?
It's a bit of a shame, right? Because that was not even a deciding Drake, I believe, to get Soul for the team. I think it was going
No,
to be the third Drake for them because they picked up the last Ocean Drake. So it's a bit of a waste to flip it there. I think if they maybe run for the Baron instead, they could pressure them or something. It's yeah, they probably felt confident that if they can test them on that Drake, they could fight it, but they just get caught off guard, and it's amazing shockwave.
but like
To
half of the
catch
team
them all.
died, right? And they were not there. They were Half Life. I'm not sure if you should ever take that.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a fantastic game. Great turnout here from Vitagen. They're gonna tie up the series and put themselves. I think Vitagen moves to a 4-2, while Yin is moving to
Yes.
a 3-2. So great stuff here from both sides. I think both sides can walk away happy. I'm really happy also to see that Benjamin got some redemption in the late game team fight, showing us why tanks are just kind of broken. You know.
Sure. Like this
Even
poor guy, he suffered so much and he still didn't lose his mind, hopefully. And yeah, he recovered from it. God
I think
bless.
he had some really crucial knockups there, chaining it from the Nautilus ultimate, or just making it so hard for Gucci to maneuver the team fight. I think he did a really good job coming back into it and being still a valuable uh, team member there, and great stuff to turn that around. Also, gotta give credit there, I think, to Shipex. I think he did. That was some really fun Zeri play to watch. That looked really good at the same time.
Yeah,
Stanix also finding back really nicely, probably top of the table 80 ADCs. I'm hoping to see this matchup again because that was hype as fuck.
that's true. Yeah. Yeah. We saw a lot of great things. We don't talk about the bad things, only the good things. So
Well, I mean,
I enjoyed it.
a bad thing is for one team is probably a good thing for the other. So
True. Yeah, okay. We talk about everything then.
yeah, no. For me, that I think there's not much more to say about this. I need to get my energy back. That drained me. That was really fun game. Thank you so much for the teams for showing us that performance. Thank you, Lena, for joining me on the cast. It was absolutely lovely. Do you have any last thing to say?
No, it was a pleasure. Have a good day. And I
Okay.
mean, good night. It's really dark outside, so.
Yeah, it is. It will be that will be it for us. Tune in. I think tomorrow there will be no games, but on Friday there's plenty of games still to come. I think Dutch would also like me to say that there are still a lot of requests for more casters to so come join our team if you want to be on the on the stream yourself. We're running short sometimes to get to fill all of these games. And I think Friday you can tune in to see Solaris Eris versus Deviant Infinity, and we've got Linkstream versus Peachfish Woof. I think you're casting that one again, Lena. I'll tune in to see how that game's going and see how you're having a good time with the cast again. And yeah, I think that's it for us. Then we will close off now tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in and have a great evening.
Bye bye.